Okay, I think we got six. I mean, like I said, I'm not too worried. As long as you're not. Basically, I'm gonna get out of your way, and you got 15 minutes, Pat, to just kind of talk about Apollo Ventures and all the things that you guys are working on. Maybe let everyone know the, release dates and all those kind of things, and what are the things planned. And, the people that are here, even though it's a very small sampling, are still going to be weighing in terms of where they see this thing going in terms of investment if it's decided to move on. So yeah, that would be, yeah, I'll get out of your way and give you an opportunity to have the floor.
Yeah, awesome. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Thanks very much. So I guess I'll start with the introduction. My name's Pat Riley. I'm from Ontario, Canada. Over the last 8 months, we've been developing a massive ecosystem of platforms, basically to help help projects and tokens take off, get some help with their marketing, get their help with the ability to hire people. I guess I'll back the train up for a second. I've been in the crypto space since 2017 as a heavy investor, typically in the higher market cap stuff. Over the last year and a half, I've kind of dove into the micro cap projects. That's 100K market cap, million K, or $1 million market cap stuff. And I found in that space that there's a lot of garbage, a lot of rug pulls, a lot of scams, and I was just kind of sick of it. So we started building our platforms out, and again, in the space, I don't believe in launching a project without massive utility up front. Taking people's money and waiting for 6 months, 8 months down the road to use token tax to be able to pay for something, some type of development. So the first platform that we built that is live currently is a full Telegram pay-per-click ads platform. So coming from the influencer space, it's hard for projects to find legit, marketing options when it comes to Telegram posts and Telegram influencers. A lot of those groups are completely botted to shit. You give somebody 2 BNB and you get 3 people to your group. I started seeing that firsthand. So we did build out legitimately. It's like the Facebook ads or Google ads of Telegram marketing. We've partnered at this point. There's about 20. I think there's about 29 different groups that have connected their Telegram groups directly with our platform. It's a pretty slick integration between the two, and it allows advertisers to be able to add funds to their balance or add funds to their account and build a campaign just like you would a Google ads or Facebook ads by a headline, content, image, as well as a URL. And these ads are shown on a set frequency set by the influencer groups. So we didn't want to take away from some of these good influencer groups that are generating revenue from doing AMAs or general posts, which we allow those influencers to be able to set the frequency of what days these ads show, what times of days these ads show, as well as how often these ads show in their groups. And these look like native posts. We've built a full tracking URL system to be able to prevent fraud clicks, bot clicks, and charge our advertisers on a pay-per-click basis. So it's never been done before. It's literally a way for advertisers to get measurable and scalable marketing in Telegram groups. So we've kind of backburnered that temporarily just to be able to push forward on the other two platforms at our launch. So that's a live platform. I can definitely share the link with you guys on that, which is a pretty cool system. The second platform that we've already built and is already live is a crypto service marketplace like Fiverr. Both of these platforms accept or are integrated with Coin Payments as a payment processor. We accept multiple cryptocurrencies, and basically the way that both of them work, we auto convert into BUSD, which is paid, which we use to pay out all the, whether it be the publishers on the ads platform or the service providers on the marketplace side. So we've literally built out the exact same idea as what Fiverr is. Full escrow, allowing people to post a gig or request a custom gig and have people bid for that project. We've got some massive integrations coming in, along with instant KYC, allowing developers to be able to upgrade their profile to a KYC profile, which will get them a little bit more of a boost on the platform. So again, that platform's ready to go live. So A11.market is that. A11.marketing is the ads platform. Our biggest, baddest one that is going to be launching on the 25th, so next week, is our pre-sale platform. So that's what everybody's been pretty much waiting on. If you guys have been in the space for a while, it's about time that somebody came in and started eating pink sales breakfast. There's been a lot of negative press when it comes to how they're operating with taking people's tokens and dumping on the projects, and false KYCs, and it just hasn't been a good deal. And I find that those two platforms, DXSale and PinkSale, are pretty archaic when it comes to the design. So we kind of wanted to do something a little bit better, something a little bit different, and combine the luxuries of having a community launch pad with a public pre-sale platform. So one of the big features of that pre-sale platform, and again, this is in the works right now, we're actually going to be launching our token on our own pre-sale platform next week. So I guess one of the biggest features is we've got vetted marketing options. I come from the e-commerce as well as lead generation background. So I guess I'll just start with that. Right now I manage about $500,000 in ad spends a month, on Google and Facebook. So I'm all about funnels and conversions when it comes to the multi-step forms. So on the checkout process, while somebody's finalizing their pre-sale, they can actually select between 8 to 10 different marketing options that are vetted people that we've vetted that have been solid marketing options for us or partners with us that we think that projects should use when it comes to getting some exposure. So they're able to legitimately select those marketing options directly from their checkout process, and funds from the pre-sales are held back to pay for that marketing. So one thing it does, it obviously gives those projects some legit marketing that they can use after launch. Two, it shows some peace of mind, or gives some peace of mind to the investors of those pre-sales, where it's shown on the front end profile of the pre-sale platform that they actually have marketing booked. Those are the biggest questions, or one of the biggest questions when a project launches. When's marketing, and this is going to be able to help curb that a little bit. There's a lot of projects that really just don't know where to go and who to get to market, and they're just running around with their head cut off, throwing money at random influencers that aren't going to do anything for their project. And we want to help fix that. The second part of the pre-sale platform that's a little bit different as well. We're not stopping at the pre-sale. So once that project launches on the exact same screen, literally the minute that finalizes, a new tab on the profile of that listing gets created, which has full charts, swapping feature, buy-sell history, as well as some of the other stats like market cap already integrated on the same pre-sale profile that they claim their tokens. For myself, like when I'm claiming my tokens from a pre-sale, I've already got PooCoin open on my other screen, and I'm flipping over, put the contract address in, connect to my wallet to see if I can get a couple gains right off the bat, pull out a little bit of money, and let the rest ride. So for now, you don't even have to leave the platform. It's all done on our platform. Never have to leave. Those projects as well, as soon as they launch, they go into our launch section of the website, which is very, very similar to like CoinSniper, allowing for voting, top trending, as well as sort by biggest gainers, market caps, basically all the features that CoinSniper and some of those other voting websites have. That our projects will be get some exposure on our main website after the fact, after launch. So that's a pretty neat feature when it comes to the exposure side of things. We've integrated with some forms of marketing and advertising directly on the pre-sale as well. That somebody or pre-sale setup, people can purchase banners and promoted spots directly on the pre-sale platform's homepage that will run during the time of their pre-sale. All that is automated. They can upload their banner as well as some of the other information on the pre-sale setup, and during their checkout process, literally pay for it in their fees. We do not take tokens as well, so that's another bonus. We are not taking any tokens from our projects that launch with us. I guess the biggest selling point for our community, and this is how it kind of combines in with a launch pad. Like typically a launch pad, if you own X amount of that project or that launch pad's tokens, you get a tiering system and you're able to get into certain projects. We didn't want to limit ourselves to only have our community involved in these projects, and still wanted to keep it kind of a public pre-sale platform as well. So we built a staking platform, and I'll circle back to that in 2 seconds. We do have our token itself is a profit sharing token. We're actually sharing 4% of the entire ecosystem's profit back with our holders in BUSD. So that's the ads platform's profit, that's the marketplace, as well as the pre-sale platform. So we have a staking, a profit distribution smart contract that we've set at a certain dollar figure. That once that fills up, it triggers that smart contract to disperse money to the people that are staking our token, as well as our NFT. So we do have an NFT collection as well that shares 1% of the profit. So you can stake both of those on our platform and earn a profit share. So the way that staking platform works is once that triggers, the distribution contract triggers, it will check and see if you had staked your tokens for the previous 7 days. If so, then you are able to claim your rewards directly from the platform. As well, if you are staking our token as well as our NFT, you earn whitelist spots for projects that are launching on our platform. So basically, how that works is everything is completely automated. For a certain value of dollar figure of tokens of the Apollo token you own, if you're staking along with one or more of our NFTs, you earn whitelist spots every single time that profit distribution contract triggers. That could trigger once, twice, 50 times a month, and that's how many whitelist spots you're going to accrue. Those get added to your balance on the platform, which you can log in as an investor at any point in time, see how many whitelist spots you have accrued. Those are only good for 30 days, so they kind of reset or just go away if you haven't used them. And you can literally see how many what projects are coming up, and you can whitelist yourself to the projects that you want to be involved in. So if there's, instead of jumping through hoops to try to do sweep widgets contests or whatever else, contests to be able to try to get into those projects and those launches, you can literally just whitelist yourself. So, to make it fair for the projects on the public side, most people don't really care. They want the more investors they have in their pre-sale, the better for them. But we are taking a percentage between 15 and 30% of what that hard cap BNB raise limit is. So in whitelist spots. So for example, if the hard cap is set at 200 BNB, we're going to take between 15 and 30, 30 and 60 whitelist spots for that for that project. It's not going to be any special purchasing power. Anybody that whitelists themselves on our platform just gets mixed in with the the whitelist that's added by the actual project owner as well. So there's no real benefits or pre-purchase options, which makes it fair for projects that are launching with us. That's our team and our community. There's no extra perks, but they do. We are taking those spots and making them available to our community. So we've got some staking partners lined up or that will be coming on board. We're trying to bring on any of the projects that typically don't have any utility. Some meme coins, or maybe there's some projects that don't quite have utility built. Maybe it's a Metaverse project and they're 3 months out. We are partnering with them, allowing staking on our platform. If they own one of our NFTs, they can stake their token and one of our NFTs and earn those similar whitelist spots. Not as many as if it was our token and our NFT, of course, but giving some utility back to other projects. And that's just going to overall grow grow our community and grow the utility of our project, bringing on those partnerships. We're also in talks with a couple different NFT projects that if they own their NFT and our NFT and stake them both, that they can also earn whitelist spots as well. So, it just gives all the way around the ability for people to get into some hot projects. Everybody loves staking, especially when it comes to the project owners like myself. It helps steady the floor, keeps that floor price raising as new investors come on come into the project, and for us to be able to help other projects along the way, to stabilize them, goes a long way in the community for sure. So that's pretty much the sum up of all three platforms that we've got on the go. We are doing a pre-sale on the 25th. So I guess some other perks of the token. I guess I'll backtrack to the token again. So, like I said, it is a profit sharing token. You also get reflections on the token as well in our native. We're auto converting BNB. To the marketing wallets. We've got a lottery wallet as well. That's auto converting to BNB. and our marketing budgets are completely separated. So, I personally spent over $200,000, in the developments of these platforms, and I'm not going to stop. We've got some massive milestones coming up. But when it comes to the marketing aspect, the token tax part of that stays for the token to push that. And all three platforms, realistically are cash flow positive without any help from the token itself. They're kind of standalone platforms that really, the token doesn't benefit the platforms benefit the token. It's the reverse, to help our holders and pay out some profits to people as well. A couple of the milestones that we've got coming up. Literally, as soon as the pre-sale platform is launched, we are going to start expanding that pre-sale platform. To add other chains, other options like token creation, and more locking investing options for project owners, as well as move directly into a full NFT launchpad. Something that's easy. I find that a lot of people want to launch NFTs, and the cost of trying to find somebody to set up a minting contract and help create NFTs, like it's just a money grab. So working at our launchpads, legitimately, if you came to the platform and had your layered folders, on your computer desktop, you can literally drag and drop them. Set your attributes, set your rarities directly on the platform, create your NFTs, create your minting contract, and literally launch your project from coming to us with layers in a folder. So that's the simplicity that we want to take with the NFT Launchpad. Following that will be an NFT marketplace as well, around the same kind of time. And then, as we're going back, there's lots of other milestones that we're going to hit off with the ads platform. We've got an ads app in development right now as well. So advertisers could actually run ads to people that have a lock screen app installed on their Android device. So every time somebody opens their Android lock screen, an ad will pop up, and a full screen image ad. So that's something we're working out right now. People will actually get paid in cryptocurrency for having that app installed on their phone, and there's lots of other stuff that we're going to build it on that app with cryptocurrency tracking and all kinds of portfolio tracking stuff in that app as well. So there's some big milestones coming up, but we do have 3 massive platforms before our launch. Pre-sale next week. We've got the projects coming on board. That's my big thing this week is to get pre-sales ready to launch. My goal is to have 15 to 20 pre-sales ready to rock and roll for us between the 25th and say the 30th. So we want to go in with a bang. I've got a large marketing budget when it comes to the pre-sale platform aspect of things, and that's pretty much it. I know I talk fast. I apologize, but
that's awesome, Pat. No, that's perfect. Yeah, you did good. I want to just open the floor if anyone has any questions. If we want to take the next 10-15 minutes to get some questions answered, if there's any.
For sure.
I'll see if anyone wants to put their hand up and come up. Give it a minute here. You might have covered everything. So I think the big, kind of the big takeaways, for the community to kind of consider is it sounds like, it's going to be, there's going to be a staking component to this. Oh, here, Craig wants to come up, so I'll stop for a second and get him to ask.
For sure.
1 second. Go ahead, Craig. I just brought you up.
Okay, there we go. Unmuted. When you launch, are you launching on your own launch pad, or where are you launching it?
Yeah, we're going to launch on our own launchpad.
Oh, okay. I might have missed that.
Yeah, so it's at this point, like we're literally in testing. Like everything's done. The smart contracts, front end, back end, everything's done. I keep changing my mind on how the staking platform is going to work when it comes to the whitelist spots. So that was the last kind of thing. But yeah, that's the whole plan. To be between, I guess us here, I'm debating whether to, coming from a hype factor. Originally, we were going to run our pre-sale on our own platform on the 25th, but I might push our own pre-sale maybe 1 or 2 days and get a half a dozen projects to launch before us, which would definitely increase the amount of hype in our community when they can see a real live platform launching projects before our own. But yeah, man, that's the plan. We're going to be launching on our own platform. Absolutely.
Pat, with the whitelist spots, are you running it like kind of other kind of launchpad platforms where it's just going to be a race to buy?
Are you talking about like for our own project or?
Yeah, for your own project. Yeah.
Um, yeah, like I know me and you had the discussion last night. Like, there's probably something there that can be arranged. On the flip side of things, like when it comes to more of a private, something that's kind of a combo of a percentage of tokens as well as some possibilities of some NFTs as well. If there was some staking options, if you guys wanted to be involved in the staking and earning this whitelist as a community, I'm sure we could probably pair up, you know, tokens with NFTs in enough wallets that would be beneficial to you guys as well. So if there's something there that I'm open to pretty much anything. But when it comes to that, yeah, like on a public side, yes, it's going to be we're going to take whitelist spots. We've got enough, just really enough stronger investors. Like, we've got a group of about 2,000 people, but I can promise you that those 2,000 people are probably, most of them are investors that will max this thing out fairly quickly.
Yeah.
But and again, like it's probably not my mistake. I shouldn't say, I'll never, I'll admit always when I make a mistake, but my focus has been on utility. My focus has been on getting these platforms, and now my focus is getting the launches and then get the marketing started. But to sum up, again, I'm just rambling on. I apologize, but yeah, on our launchpad, there is some private options there. I did look at our tokenomics. We do have a percentage. It's actually two different percentages set aside between partnerships and other options there that we could use as well for this particular group. But yeah, anything else is going to be a public race to the whitelist for sure.
Yeah, I think either way, I'll probably sit down with you sometime and just kind of just discuss what those options look like, just kind of more just to kind of refine what that actually looks like, just so I can actually come back to. I mean, again, like I said, I mentioned to you last night, like this community is very much, even with all the private sales that we've already, the private / seed rounds we've gotten involved in so far, we've made a commitment to holding a certain percentage as well as trading a certain percentage on launch as well.
Yep.
So as long as we can kind of come up with an arrangement that works well for both you and our community, then you and I can kind of talk, and at least that way I can come back and say, okay, this is what's on the table, and then we can kind of go from there.
Yeah, like I'd rather have solid people, that yes, everybody takes profit. Totally get it. I'm that guy. So, I'm not going to be the one that goes to dust on a meme coin. Again, this isn't a meme coin by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
This will take over my full-time job.
Yeah.
I guess coming from my team standpoint, I've structured this as a company. I
Yeah.
guess a little bit of history there. Like I literally have a team of 12 developers that work for me full time on my payroll. I will be registering this as a company offshore. Probably not this month. I'll probably start that process next month. Just I don't really want to get into the Canadian, the tax and CRA and all that jazz.
Yeah.
But yeah, like literally everybody works for me, and we have brought on some good advisors. But I am the lone CEO. I never like to mix money with friends and family, so I structured that particular way. So I can make these decisions. We can definitely chat about it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Hazard, you got a question?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Perfect. Just wondering if you could just tell us a little bit about kind of like the security side of it. As far as who's got the key to the keys, I guess you could say. Like all to your team members, are they doxed with you? Do you know them personally? Just kind of basic questions like that.
Yep. So my lead devs are doxed to me. The only person that has the keys are me. So when it comes to, wallets, smart contracts, I'm the owner of absolutely every aspect of this. The two initial platforms, like it's literally coin payments. Those go to my corporate coin payments account. So there's really no issues when it comes to security on that. The pre-sale platform, on the other hand, when it comes to the financial side, I am the owner of that. Everything that I'm doing will be audited prior to launch. We've got a couple different audit and KYC partners, obviously coming on board with us anyway, to be able to offer to our public people that are launching. So I double, triple check absolutely everything when it comes to the security aspect and backdoors. So that will be checked and secured by auditors before next week. But to answer the question, I'm the guy.
Yeah, and just to be clear, everyone, everyone should know at this point that anyone we bring in to do one of these AMAs, and this was the same thing that, Pat went through last night. He's pre-video doxed with us and is willing to share, is willing to share a LinkedIn profile and all that other stuff. So yeah.
Like I'm running this as a company, guys. Like it's not going to be, it's I'm going to treat this no different than the other companies that I've run here in Canada. Open book, pick up the cell phone if you want to call me. I'm not scared of, my address or my name or my phone number, whatever. That's how firm I am on and believing on transparency in the space, and that's the way it should be, to be honest. But that's a little bit about me, I guess.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Anyone else with any questions? So while we're waiting for other questions, Pat, just to clarify, so pre-sale is 25th, right?
25th, yep. That might change a day or two depending on how I line up all the pre-sales.
Okay.
I want to get that hype, but it wouldn't be anything past the 30th, I don't think. It is all going to come down to the scheduling once I start firming up. Like we've got a half a dozen projects that have agreed to launch with us at this point. I've got a full sales team right now of 6 guys that as soon as the new finance landing page goes up tomorrow, they're going to be hammering out every pre-sale from here to wherever to try to get more ready to launch. So once I start scheduling all that out, I think coming from a hype standpoint, we might postpone it a day or two, but yeah, like it's going to be within that 4 or 5 days.
Got it. VP, you got questions?
Yeah, I was just looking a little bit at your website just now, and I can see that you are like aiming at big investors, big investors. Yeah, we can be big investors also, but you're like, how did I look at it now? Institutional investment management for a new asset class. So that's what I was just wanted to ask you a little more about that. What are you looking for at this moment? And how much do you have also already those institutional investors at your place, in your corner?
Pat, you still there? Oh, he might have lost his audio.
Oh.
Hold on one sec. Hey, Pat, can you hear us? Oh, give him a minute.
Yeah.
Technical issues.
You there?
Yeah, there you are.
Okay, cool. My Wi-Fi was kicking in and out of the house. When it comes to institutional, like we had a small seed round at one point of 125 BNB from community investors, but I didn't need funding, to build these projects. This is my own cash. I've been very successful outside of the crypto space, so I didn't need institutional funding, bank loans, lines of credit, nothing like that. This is all my own cash.
So just to follow up on that question, then, because I think this is what VP is getting at, is so you've raised 125 BNB from a seed round, and it sounds like from what you're saying that there might be opportunities for a small, or whatever. Well, I won't even say small, but for an investment opportunity to come from potentially ITF if there's interest.
Correct. Yes,
Okay.
I would make something work. Like we do have allocations that could be used on the token aspect of things as well as the NFT aspect that could go to you guys. Yes.
Got it.
Okay. The thing which was actually asking about, are you willing to get like a billions right now like that, or what is your target at the moment? Because it's like a institutional investment. So that's what I read in your website. So that's just like a little bit confused a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think what website you were looking at for that information.
Just maybe this W Apollo Cat IO. Am I in the?
Yeah, I don't know if you're. I'm not sure if you're in the right because if did you go in the Apollo Ventures thread, BP? Because we posted all the links there earlier. I don't remember that being one of them.
No, I actually didn't go there. Maybe I
Okay, yeah. I don't think.
went
I
to the
think.
wrong website. Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I think you're on. Yeah, I think you're on the wrong website. If you go in the Apollo Ventures, you go in the Apollo Ventures thread in the radar, you'll see all the links that Pat provided us, and that doesn't sound like one of them.
Yeah, no,
Yeah. Okay. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
no
No,
worries.
that's okay. That's all right. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just BP, just go quickly check out the Apollo Ventures thread and radar and check all the links out there because there's a whole bunch of different links to different facets of the business that they're talking about.
Yeah. Okay. That's good. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry
Yeah, no
sorry
worries.
about this.
Yeah, no, all good. All good. That was just another potential scam circumvented. You just prevented other people from getting scammed. That's good. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, anyone else with any other questions? So, barring any other questions, one of the things that we'll probably end up doing is I'll sit down and have a discussion with Pat over the next day or two, and we'll just kind of solidify any potential opportunities. And honestly, Pat, like more importantly, like I think if we keep it like super simple in terms of just what's an amount we can invest, what's a vesting schedule you'd be comfortable with. I'll tell you for now, for the other two private that we've got into so far, both with Dex Pools and another one that's launching on the 24th, we basically negotiated 40% tradable on launch and a 5-month cliff, 7-month linear vest. So basically 60% is what we're with the other company. We're staking with them for the other 60% for the first 5 months solid. And then again, that's not, you don't have to honor it doesn't have to be the same agreement, but I'm saying that in front of everyone here so they all know the exact same things that I'm sharing with you are things that they've heard me say before as well.
I wouldn't be opposed to that. I would probably look at a 3-month, 3-month start and then linear, for 8 months or 9 months or whatever that may be.
Oh yeah, see that? Yeah, and that's even better than what we've had then, because we're holding for 5 and 7. So
No,
yeah,
I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, well, it's fair with the 40% tradable on launch. That's how we were able to kind of be okay with it. So anyway, be all end all is I just wanted to make sure you knew those numbers. We don't have to maintain that at all with you.
Yep.
It's everything is a net new agreement, but we do honor the agreements that we make with these companies that we set up these things with. So to that end, yeah.
It all comes down to the dollar figure, like depending on what the amount of tokens are, that 40%. That's the only, depending on what level. That's the thing. Like if you guys own a larger portion, then that might have to look at that differently. Based on the amount of tokens that are going to be in play at launch.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't obviously want 40% being a large amount and crippling what that buy pressure would be. But at the end of the day, everything's up in the air. We're good.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we can chat. Let's chat, and then I can at least come back to the group with kind of solid numbers.
For sure.
I've seen what these guys can do when it comes to doing raises. So that's not probably going to be a problem if they're interested. And I'll be honest, right now there's already people chiming in on the thread saying that they look interested. So that's a good thing. Other than that, I won't keep you from the rest of your evening. I'll let everyone else get back to their evening. So Pat, thanks so much for taking the time to come in. If I can't think there's any other questions that look like they're wanting to be asked, so I'm sure I'll hear some after the fact, and I'll probably just fire them back at you.
Yeah, man, it's easy stuff. I'll be around. I've been full time, so whatever you guys need, definitely hop in the Telegram group, ask any questions. The mods are great. You guys can DM me on Telegram or here on Discord as well if there's any questions that come up, or I can hop on a call with anybody.
Awesome.
Whatever you guys need.
No, that's great, Pat. Thanks so much. Okay, I'm going to jump off, and thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Take care.
All right, thanks a lot. Okay,
guys. Bye.
Bye.